Hello everybody, I have here a 2006 Ducati Monster, and the bike came to me because the previous owner was not able to get it running, and there were a few issues with this bike. These are the parts that he has taken out. We got some used ECU in here. We got some injector replaced. And I think that's about all he has done so far. We got the bike. So first thing I looked is these fuel lines were connected backwards. Fixed that one. The fuel injectors were not installed with the proper numbers because, as you know, they're marked. You have to install them that correctly marked. This plug here has no lock pin, so it's crucial that you make sure it is plugged in. The wires coming from the injector to here, ignition control unit, had two of the wires were actually depinned, and third one was broken, I don't know, by somebody who was trying to repair it. So I connected all three wires back in. Two were for the injectors, and the third one was ground. Got that one replaced and repaired. It's temporarily connected right now until I get the proper pins for it. So we'll see what customer wants to do with it. It was just basically came here for me to diagnostic electrical issue and get this running, which seemed to be his main concern. So I also noticed that the idle throttle body throttle cable needs adjusting. That is one thing. So far, I also opened the fuel pump, and there's a fuel pressure regulator behind this, was held by two small clips, and those clips have been gone. Whoever repaired them never put them back in. So there's no way for fuel system to build fuel pressure at this point. And what I'm doing is I'm clamping the return line down just to create some pressure and see at least if the bike will start. So I have clamped the line, okay, and it's priming. Primes actually, and at the end you can feel it. It has a heavier prime. That means the pressure's been building. Will die because the throttle cable is not adjusted as soon as I let go of the throttle. Well, not right now, but I should. And that's it. So there were only a few things that need to be fixed. I also noticed the crank angle sensor. So I also noticed the crank angle sensor, when I removed it, had a scratch marks on it, which indicates that it's been in contact with something either inside, or someone who was trying to repair it took it out and ended up, damaging the sensor. But apparently it's still working. These wires here were soldered by the customer or his previous repair person, and I'm going to go ahead and repair those, make sure they're not getting contact with anything else. Isolate these, and then I'm not touching any carb adjustments because I'm not asked to do so at this point. I did remove the spark plugs, and there was a lot of carbon buildup. I will recommend this customer replacing his spark plugs just so he can get a little bit better running bike. But that's about it. So this is Ducati that came in with no running condition, crank, no start. There was a good spark. There was pulse to one of the injectors. And then once I checked, there was a zero fuel pressure. One injector did not have a pulse, and the one that did had only 8 or 9 volts on it. And we rectified that, and the bike is running. If you had one, look into those pins. That's what helped me solve my issue. And of course, check your fuel pressure. Make sure you're getting enough fuel pressure on the bike. And I think that's about it. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can use some of this to fix your beautiful bike.